Today we're going to be finishing baling hay, and we're going to be selling hay bales, and maybe buying a new combine. Probably new to us, but so as you can see, my bank account's down a little bit. That's because I ended up paying the guy that I owed him for him letting me cut this hay ground. So that's all good. I got all this raked and mowed off camera because I figured you guys didn't really want to see that because it kind of gets really boring and dried out. So I got all this done, and then there's just a little section over by that. I think it's honestly, I think it might be an ethanol plant over there. But, so there's some hay ground over there. Got that all cut. But yeah, we're doing good right now. I could talk to some people. I know where some hay ground would be. It's like a long strip pretty much. That some people would let me cut. What happened there? But I could probably talk to them maybe sometime early in next year when we cut our CRP. We could go and cut their stuff. We might be able to get 2 cuts out of it if we. I think my thought is on it. We cut it in like May and then cut it again in August. So I don't think we'll be able to get 3 cuts out of it, in my opinion. So we'll get this all baled, and I will see you guys once I'm probably getting over there or over here already. Square baling all this. Hey, I'm gonna be here for a while, a long while. And also, just one last update. I've decided to go with a smaller combine, probably, or one that I would like to buy a smaller version. So it's a 6600, and then it's gonna be a 15-foot header. I will talk to you guys once I finish baling. Alright everybody, welcome back in. So, we are going to bale all of this hay. This is just a little bit that I talked to these guys. They said, yeah, you could cut this. I just gave them a call, asked them. They said, yep. So, usually they just bring their batwing out here and just cut it like that, but I asked them and they said, yeah, we could cut it. So, and then I believe they actually offered me some more stuff, but I turned it down because I turned down their offer because there was some rain in the forecast, I believe. So, but maybe next year, I believe they have some hay ground over there that they just hit with the bush hog that we could cut. But the reason why I didn't cut all the way up to here is because there is standing water. You might not be able to see it. I think that's just probably a gaming glitch, but there is standing water, and I'm not going to cut hay in standing water. Duh, for obvious reasons. So, but this hay is yielding amazing. Like, we got a good amount of hay off of that big field. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks of hay bales. So we got like 42 grand off of this field, I think. So that's pretty good money. That'll definitely help us out making it till May for when we cut all this stuff again. So that'll all be good. Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of CRP to cut. That's gonna be for sure. It's gonna be probably a little bit less because all that little chunks, that's all stuff that the DOT, or not the DOT, but there's a bunch of other guys that got contracted out to cut it this year. I was only allowed to cut it for this year because I got lucky, and they didn't wanna. They had their alfalfa band in production this year, so yeah. So next year I won't be able to cut any of that. It'll be fine because I got this big section up here, and then there will be, and then I'll have this section that I'm in right now, and then some stuff up around there, and then there's I think about 2 more sections that I gotta show you guys that I'll be able to cut next year, so that'll all be good. I'm considering, now it might seem like a dumb idea, but I am considering buying like a disc combine, or like a getting a bigger mower, and then keeping this old one, or swapping it out for like a let me show you, swapping it out for a mower like this. So, or probably something like this. What's the biggest one of these that they have? 3.2. Yeah. So one of these, I mean, that would be pretty big, I'd say. That's kind of partially why I wanted it, because it's nice and big. But we could use this for cutting ditch hay and that steeper stuff. And then just sell this off and get a bigger one like this Moco. But we could just save some money and just stay with the one we have, or just buy the Moco and use it for both, I guess. But I think we're fine where we're at right now, I guess. So, but yeah, we're doing pretty good right now. I'll probably just hook this, or not sure what I'll probably just unload these oddball bales over there with the rest of the stacks. Back up a little. Oops. And then I'll bring everything home. I'll have one of my buddies give me a ride up to my truck. And I'll get everything washed off, put away all the important stuff like this tractor, the baler, the mower, my truck, the planter, and then if I got room, maybe like the cultivator, I guess. I'm not really sure. But I'll park all the stuff like the rake, the cultivator, this trailer. I'll probably put my skid steer inside, just all the stuff that doesn't really need to be inside, that's pretty simplistic, that doesn't have a lot of moving parts, like this trailer, or the digger, or just something like that. But so we just gotta build this 2 little pieces, and then that'll be it. Let's see if I can get stuck. Don't get stuck. So yeah. Maybe, just possibly, or well, yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this, but I need to talk to some people, look around for an auger, and maybe maybe not yet, but look around for some land to rent, because I'm not gonna be able to cut all this CRP for another 4 years. I mean, this stuff up here, I can keep on cutting every 2 years, but that's about it. I'm not going to be able to cut all this stuff up here I'm not going to be able to cut all that stuff that I did earlier that gave me the good amount of square rails twice every year. But I am gonna be able to cut all this and all that up there, and then I think that'll probably be it, just this stuff around up here, because that stuff over there and over there that I'm gonna show you guys is all in CRP. So Oh, I swear. Please, please fit, please fit, please fit, please fit. 293. Alright. Good enough. I'll just leave those in there, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them. I got an idea. It's probably not the best idea, but it's gonna work. Alright, just gonna grab this, pull it out. Just gonna not talk about him. Okay. Yeah. That is not a full build. Nope, hasn't been tied yet. Okay. So we're good to go. We'll unload these bales and then we'll bring this home. So I guess I will see you guys once I am, I guess, in my pickup hauling or selling, loading up all these square bales and selling them, I guess. And then we'll be picking up our brand new combine. And hey, we might swap, or we might sell our trailer and get one that can hold, or that can do the cubes. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. So I will see you guys when we are selling hay, and maybe, just maybe, buying a combine. Alright everybody, so I just loaded up all the square bales that were over there. It was just one trailer load. And yeah, I'd say we got a pretty good cutoff of this one field. That's a lot of idiot cubes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 stacks. And each of these stacks have 153 bales in it. And this is just this field. Over there, we have, I think, 9. So 9 plus 8 is... crap, I just went blank. 17, my bad. Listen, I'm not good at math. So, but anyways, that's 17 stacks of bales. Square bales. Yeah, that's a lot of hay. I think the county fair is gonna have a surplus for sure. But we aren't gonna be selling all of our hay to them. We're also gonna be selling some of our hay to just a bunch of farmers around here, some horse farmers, some dairy people. Just if you could think of an animal that needs hay, we're probably selling it to them. So, but and then I'm gonna talk to my buddy here pretty quick, see if we can get that trailer rented out, and then I'm not sure how accessible these bales are gonna be when it snows. So, yeah, it's gonna be questionable. I could talk to him and see if we could get sold. I guess maybe a little earlier for still the same price. I guess I'm not sure. Oh, bear wood for this car. There goes the train. But we're gonna head on our way home with this, and then I'll have one of my buddies give me a ride up here to my truck, and then I'll hook up to the rake, bring that down here, or down to the farm, and then I'll wash everything off, call my buddy about that trailer, call him up here, see if he'll help me load up all them idiot cubes, and get them hauled off, I guess. So, we gotta go all the way down this road, down to here, so it's gonna be a long trip. I might talk to this guy, I'm not really sure. I kinda wanna cut this ditch, but if you look closely, there's a bad, there's a pretty bad angle right there. It just kinda drops off to flatness, but I guess I could deal with that maybe, but sometimes this thing has trouble shifting into road gear, but there we go. I mean, I would like to cut a ditch that's this big, just It's just a wee bit steep. Yeah. Totally just a little bit steep, but so I will see you guys once I am going to pick up my trailer from my buddies, or from one of my buddies. So I will see you guys then. Alright, everybody, I'm back, and if you look on the menu here, this is how many square bills we made. 2,885. That's a lot of square bills. Holy cats. We better be getting some freaking making some pretty good money. I mean, for crying out loud. Took us forever. I mean, especially we put a lot of wear and tear on our equipment, but I got everything all fixed up. You can even see the paint chipping on this, but I'm storing everything away right now at the moment. I'm planning on putting the rake outside, and then just the mower, baler, planter, my truck in this tractor, and then the skid steer inside, and then maybe some of the attachments. But we got that unloaded, and as you may be able to see, I've been mowing, and we got some of that fence taken down. So it turns out that little piece over there is actually not CRP. That's just right next to me. The little piece, not the big piece. So we're going to be, hold on. That's going to be in the way, isn't it? Close your eyes. Don't look. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh. Don't look. Alright, you know what they say, if it fits, it ships. So that's good. We'll go hook up to the planter, or ancient planter. Hopefully this will work pretty well. I think it will. It's a pretty nice planter, so. Yeah, after using them once we get rolling. Oh, this thing might be too wide. Jeez, I didn't realize how wide this thing is. Well, oh, close your eyes, don't look. Okay, we got this in here. See if I could line that up with. Boy, the shed fills up real quick. Yikes. I mean, we could probably put a lot more stuff in here, or cram it in here, but if I'm gonna be totally honest, these trees will probably protect it a good amount, and plus I don't really want to be pulling out 13 different implements just so I can do one thing. I think that's right about there's good. It's about as far back as we could go. So that's everything. That's these two things that I wanted in. Let's back up here. Try to scoot over. Leave a real little room for me to walk. Work on everything. Shut this off. We can actually back up a little more. Alright, there we go. So we should be able to get everything packed in here. Let's hop in the truck. And let's back this rake beside that disc. Let's back it in there. And hopefully I'll be able to fit this in there. If not, it's no biggie. I guess it's not a big deal. It would be kind of nice if I could. So, breeze is singing here. It'll be better with going on. Oh, that was rough. Oh, whoa. There we go. So we got the mower, baler, planter, tractor, truck. Now we just need to get the skid steer in here. But first, I want to mow all this tall grass down with my mower on here. This is pretty nice. Does a nice job of cleaning up all this tall grass, makes everything look nice. I could probably pull the truck back out, I guess, because I have, actually have some. I'm gonna go check out that CRP. Well, yeah, I think it'll be fine. I can just show you guys in the skid steer. Or I'll just show you where I cut all the, cut some pathways and that stuff. So we also got a flag pulled up, so that's nice. But, so now that we're kind of not really busy and in a rush to get all of our hay up, tidying the farm up, right up to my tent. Yeah, we gotta do something about that road situation because it's not good at all. Hate it. If it rains, you're pretty much gonna be soaked, which sucks. So, actually, that's fine. Cool. So we'll get this all mowed up. Still have to call my buddy about that trailer. But we're getting this all mowed up. I'm not sure where would I probably have to call a construction company or something to not build a new building. Not yet. We're not BTO enough for that. But I was wondering where I could get some gravel because I'd like to put down some gravel instead of this just old dirt. I mean, this ain't even really technically dirt. It's just areas where we drove in really commonly. So we'll mow down this little area over here. And then I'm gonna pull out my skid steer attachments here. And there goes the train again. But we will this right up to here. We'll get the rest of our attachments off the trailer. So I'll get everything put away and I will talk to you guys once I am selling all the square bales and looking at our combine and possibly probably picking it up. I will talk to you guys then. Alright everybody, I'm just on my way to go pick up my buddy's trailer. So he said he'll help me load all the square bales up. He's like literally my neighbor, I should say. He lives just down here. I think I might have saw his trailer. But it's he said it's like a 30-foot gooseneck, so I'll go turn over here. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we will hook up to this. Looks like she's got some other kind of old stuff, I guess, but we will go load up and sell all them square bales, and I will talk to you guys once me and him are done selling square bales. But we better hope this makes us some good money, because kind of broke right now. listen, I got behind on my loan payments. That's why I'm in the hole 3 grand. But hopefully we should be above by the time I sell these bills. So I will see you guys then. Alright guys, so as you may notice, we have more money in the bank. But you're going to be wondering, well, first of all, what are you doing at your neighbor's yard with a pallet of net wrap? Well, he went out this year, he went out of business, and they had a complete auction and everything. So, we just picked up this bit of net wrap, and we own 2 new fields. We sold all of our bales, and we got over at $100,000 for them. And you guys are gonna see all the new upgrades. So I know I was talking about getting a 6600, but just the time was right, and we actually got more off our bales than expected, and this guy went out of business. So we got an 8-row corn head, 20-foot bean head, and then we got a John Deere 7720 with the Mauer grain top and a 14-foot auger. We got 2 Killsborough 275 wagons, a new tractor, 150 loader, forks, and 4840. And then our New Holland 658. Along with that, we got these 2 fields here. So we will be farming these this year since he is out of business. He'll still live here, he just won't use any of this stuff. But thank you guys for watching.